All right, on a day with some surprises, like maybe some bad weather, but nothing too bad, with Bam Knight starting ahead of Michael Carter reportedly, with Quentin Johnston. I just went through the whole week not really expecting Quentin Johnston to miss the game, but he is inactive. Maybe the most surprising thing of all of this, Heath, can you actually believe the Jets are winning right now?
Yeah, Jets. It's a New York kind of week. The Giants beat the Eagles. The Jets are beating the Broncos. The Yankees. The football teams.
Nice. Jacob Gibbs is here as well. Good morning or afternoon, Jacob. What's up?
Morning. Did you get a haircut?
Oh, yeah. Big time. Big haircut.
Looks good.
Thank you. We all have pretty short hair right now. All right. So I see we got a lot of questions coming in. Kyler Murray inactive. Bam Knight, according to Adam Schefter, is going to start over Michael Carter. Also, NFL Network said that Hassan Haskins is expected to get more work. Well, let me see. I wrote down what they said. Let me just make sure I quote it right. Hassan Haskins is expected to be the lead back for the Chargers, with Kamani Vidal expected to get some action as well. They also said that if you want to think about this for more than just week 6, it's going to be a longer than 4-week absence for Amari and Hampton. So we don't know what that means. Just long, not season ending, but longer than 4 weeks. But this team is in the market looking for running backs. Just keep that in mind. Let's start there, Heath. When you look at the Chargers running backs going up to against Miami on the road, and you look at the Cardinals running backs at Indianapolis, what are you thinking right now?
It's exactly what I'm thinking. I have currently Bam Knight at RB30, Hassan Haskins at RB31, Kamani Vidal at RB39, and Michael Carter at RB44.
Oof.
What do you got, Jacob? What are your thoughts on this very uncertain situation?
I still have Carter ahead of Knight, which is probably just wrong, I guess. I don't know. But like, we've seen him get work. It's been like 2-3 years since we've seen Bam Knight get really any meaningful work. It just, I don't know. I would have a really hard time putting him in a lineup.
I think that, I had a couple of teams where I had Michael Carter in a lineup, and so I'm doing the Bam Knight scramble. I think in one league I hit the add button, and then before I got him added, someone else had added him.
Me too.
And that might have been me in that one. So maybe we just
I think it was Jake Seeley. He got me the IDP league.
I guess the reason I'm more willing to believe it is because last year, week 18, they gave Michael Carter all of the work, and he was a terribly inefficient running back. And then last week, they gave Michael Carter most of the work, and he was a terrible, inefficient running back. And I think that I think the most interesting thing is they're throwing about 22% of their passes, I believe, to running backs. And who's going to handle? Does Michael Carter move into the DeMarcado role because of the DeMarcado fumble, and they throw so much to their backs on early downs? Are they going to do that to Bam Knight? I don't want to start any of these guys, but the other problem is for the Chargers, I think Kamani Vidal, I have actually an opinion about Haskins and Vidal, and I think Kamani Vidal is much more likely to have a good play that causes him to get more work. Whereas if Michael Carter is starting at the RB2 and they give him a series, based on what I've seen, I think Michael Carter is probably going to average about 3 yards per carry on that series and not do anything to take the job back.
I'm so mad at myself. I knew this was coming. I said it to Dave earlier in the week off the air.
You said it on air.
I did say it on air?
I think so. Or maybe you said you were too scared to say it on air and I just heard it too.
I did say something on air, but I said if I were the Cardinals, I would start Bam Knight. Michael Carter is too small. He gets swallowed up by defensive linemen. He just cannot. He is not a lead running back. Heath, you put Knight in over Jamison Williams. I know Jamison Williams has been terrible, but I still think I'd take the chance on Jamison Williams. This is a league that we share. That's like, I don't want
to do that if you want to. I'm fine with it.
Yeah, all right, let's get the questions here. But go ahead, you can finish up.
I'd be curious. I'll look at the FanDuel lines to see who has a higher over/under for receptions, because Cardinals running backs have caught a lot more passes than Jamison Williams this year.
Oh, I mean, that's fair, but yards I would hope would be JMO. All right, let's see what we got here, because we have a lot of questions coming in, and also Quentin Johnston is inactive. That's That's pretty much it for now. Kyler Murray inactive. I mentioned those two things. We're expecting Juwan Jennings to play. Usually when someone is reported to, be expected to play, they play. Tight ends on Monday, a little tricky with Dalton Kincaid being questionable, but you do have some options. You got 2 Monday night games. You got some relevant tight ends there you can pivot to. All right, here we go. How about Ken Walker, Zach Charbonnet, Michael Carter, Sean Tucker, Bam Knight? Well, you can't start Sean Tucker. I mean, that's the one guy. There's just no way. I think I'd go with the 2 Seahawks here.
Same.
I would start Walker and Knight, but I would have no problem with Walker and Charbonnet, so I'm fine with that. Unfortunately, Bam Knight doesn't have a receptions prop yet. JMO's, you want to guess JMO's total reception prop?
1.5.
It's 2.5.
Damn it. I knew it. Trey Tucker, Xavier Worthy, Golden, or Coleman. We need 2 of these guys.
Worthy for sure, and then I think it's Tucker.
Worthy and Tucker for me.
Took me. I thought maybe TIA was a player that I didn't know, but I believe that's thanks in advance.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lad McConkey or Kenneth Walker III.
Lad.
Full PPR, I'll go Lad.
Start a running back here, Michael Carter. Yeah, I'm sorry, Chris. Like this, I feel you, man. Who we starting here?
It would be Knight for me.
Yeah, it is Carter for me, but I'm fine with Knight too. Who knows on any of those 3?
Carter or Josh Downs, PPR.
Downs.
Yeah.
I'm dropping Michael Carter. Who's the better bench stash? Brian Robinson, Tyler Algier, Blake Corum, or Basil Tootin?
Tootin.
I mean, obviously it's Tootin.
They're all exactly the same. I mean,
I think Algier's like probably one of the best stashes, honestly, if you're looking for just a stash.
And if I had to start one of them this week, it would definitely be Algier.
Algier, I think, has had 12 or more carries in 3 or 4 games.
Yeah.
He has maybe 1 catch all year, but I guess I'd say Algier. I don't really see why he wouldn't be a great, handcuff if Bijan got hurt or anything.
Tootin's my guy, but yeah, like if Bijan goes down, what's Algier? Top 15 running back pretty easily?
Probably, yeah. Henry, Ridley, DJ Moore, pick 2 in PPR. I'm going to assume this is Derrick Henry, but I could be the other Henry.
Sit DJ Moore.
I have Moore just 2 spots ahead of Ridley, so yeah, I'm fine with that, but it would be more for me.
Okay. Could be Henry Rowan Gardner. Jerry Jeudy or Ryan Flournoy?
I love it. I think it's Flournoy.
I have Flournoy high. We've talked about the weather a little bit in Carolina and in Baltimore, and it doesn't look as bad as it did when I first woke up this morning. But we have seen both of those over-unders come down. So the projected point total has dropped in that Dallas-Carolina game and in the Los Angeles-Baltimore game.
I just a little bit of caution with Flournoy. Obviously, there's a ton of caution with Flournoy, but just keep in mind, I think Pickens had 4 targets last week, right? Because we're seeing it. Like Sauce Gardner is amazing this year. Right now, 1 catch for Cortland Sutton on 2 targets. So this is what happens when teams go up against Sauce Gardner. The other guys do better. No one's really doing that great except Evan Ingram has 5 catches for 42 yards on 6 targets. So Flournoy, like it could be Tolbert this week. I don't know. I'd probably start Jeudy, but you guys both said Flournoy?
At least with Flournoy, they got him a lot of the design quick game stuff that was going to Kevontae Turpin, and he's out again. So like you can hopefully bank on that. Plus he has big play potential. Okay,
yeah. And plus he's on the Cowboys, not the Browns. DeAndre Swift or Travion Henderson, half PPR?
Swift.
Michael Carter or Harold Fannin Jr. PPR? And should you drop Bam Knight for Carter? I think 2 of us would say yes. 1 would say, I don't care.
We dropped Carter for Knight. I would start Knight over Fannin if it's not tight end premium.
I'm good with that.
You would start Knight over Fannin. Okay.
Sure.
KOE, right?
That's kind of like Jacob's sure there is exactly how people who do this for a living feel about the state of the questions we're getting this week, because there are a lot of guys that people have to start that we do not think are actually good.
Is it just me, or are you also feeling? Because I'm looking at my lineups, going, I'm going to lose every matchup this week. I have Sterling Shepard, and
Just look at your opponents, and you'll feel better.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to do that, but all right. So what do we got here? We got Sterling Shepard, Ramondre, J-Mo, Njoku, or Fannin. Pick one.
I think it's Ramondre.
I have Shepard at 11 points. I have Ramondre at 11.8. I have Njoku at 10.5. So, yep, Ramondre.
Okay.
And surely with 3 players within 1 point in the projection, we're definitely going to get that one right.
Good stuff. Give me a break loser. We love that. Dak or May?
It's May for me.
I have gone back and forth all morning. I have to make this decision. I am currently going Dak.
Okay. And so I don't know that we actually said it, but are we downgrading anyone in the Rams, Ravens, or Cowboys, Panthers game due to the weather?
Zay is a combo thing. It's the weather and the report that he's a little bit banged up. So I dropped him a little bit, but he's still a borderline wide receiver too. I think I moved Pickens down 2 spots, but he's still in the top 12. I think I moved Tet down 3 spots, but he's still in the top 15.
That sounds about right.
Okay. Ace Luffy has been here since 7:45 a.m.
Wow.
Well,
Thanks.
Yeah. I need to, but I don't know what time zone, but I need to replace Quentin Johnston, Shepard, Iomanor, McCaffrey, or Cup.
I think it's Iomanor for me.
It would be Shepard for me. Although, I don't know if you know this or not, but whenever Sam Darnold throws 30 passes, Cooper Kupp gets 9 targets. So,
yeah, I could see it with Cup. So Shepard, Iomanor, we've gotten you different answers there. But he needs to drop someone. So Vidal, Higgins, Harvey, can't drop Harvey now, or Gainwell.
Probably drop Vidal.
Sure. That's tough.
Yeah.
They're all pretty similar.
Pick one in PPR. Bam, Carter, Shepard, Thornton, Vidal, Judy.
I guess Shepard or Judy. Like Shepard's probably the safest.
Shepard is what I would go with.
I think if I'm just swinging for upside, it would be Bam or Thornton.
Mm-hmm. Okay, maybe Courtland Sutton can get a target one of these days. All right, pick 2 running backs in PPR: Chase Brown, Bam Knight, Travion Henderson, DeAndre Swift.
Swift and Brown for me. Sorry, I know that's not been any fun for you this year.
I would say Swift and Brown also.
Bam Knight, Sterling Shepard, or Tez Johnson?
It would be Shepard. I mean, it doesn't say PPR. I guess if it's
It
not
does.
PPR.
It is PPR.
Okay. Oh, nice. Yeah, I see.
Yeah, it would be Shepard for me as well.
Okay. And yeah, it's a good question about Tongas with Jennings is expected to return today. Did we drop Jake Tongas?
I think it affects him a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's still a top 12 tight end for me, though.
Oh, wow. Nice.
What an absolutely miserable fantasy game this has been. I mean,
this week just kind of feels like it. Like between these questions and the game that's on right now, it's like, yikes, let's get to week 7.
I was wondering though, Adam, are these questions making you feel better about your lineups? Because they're all starting all of these bad players.
Yeah, well, my big issue, as you know, is I have a lot of Quentin Johnston and I have a decent amount of Nico Collins. So it's just one of those weeks for me. But, look, hopefully it'll even out down the line. Odunze or Rashad White, PPR?
Odunze.
Yep.
Really? I'm going Rashad White.
Right.
How can I not start Rashad White? He's just lead back for the Bucks. We almost had a Sutton touchdown. So close.
Yeah, I mean, how could you not start Rome Odunze? He's like a top 6 wide receiver in fantasy football.
Yeah, but he's got 5 touchdowns in 4 games. I think he has 1 game with 70 yards. So
it's very close for me. I have it's like they're like within decimal points.
Rashad White's probably more likely to get you like 8 or 10 or 12 or something. But yeah, Odunze, like the touchdown thing is relevant, and he's playing in a game that could produce a ton of points. That could be a huge shootout.
I hope so. I can pick up Tootin or Ollie Gordon off of waivers. I'm the HM manager. Who are you going with?
Tootin. Ollie Gordon hasn't really shown us anything. I guess if you just like want the insurance policy.
Yeah, I think I'd probably rather have Tootin too. I dropped Gordon in a couple of leagues this week.
Okay. Charbonnet or Cardinals backfield?
Charbonnet.
It's Bam for me, but it's close.
Ooh, 2 players. Oh, Heath is not like T. Higgins this week. Higgins or Bam?
Jacob always says T. Higgins, so Jacob's it's always T. Higgins.
I don't even mean to be high on T, but yes, I would go with T. Higgins.
And I would probably just play Bam.
Okay. Yo.
Tight
end Prem. Otten today, the all caps does not help. So I thought this was in Spanish. See, yo te Prem. I thought it could have been.
Sure.
I premiere to you. Otten or Kincaid?
Kincaid.
Drop Otten.
Yeah.
No, seriously, drop it. No, actually, I get the appeal of Otten. I get it. But drop Otten and pick up what? Like, obviously, Pitts if he's available. If not, you could go with Loveland. You can go with Knox.
Without Godwin, I kind of like Otten this week.
More than Kincaid?
Well, is Kincaid going to play?
Well, let me find out.
No, to be clear, if Dalton Kincaid was definitely playing, it wouldn't even be close.
I think
that's why he's asking.
Drop Otten for Knox makes sense, right? I think if Kincaid's out, Knox is probably pretty similar to Otten.
Or Jackson Hawes.
Could be.
Yeah. Otten had a lot of targets last week, didn't he? But not a lot of production. I always forget. Let's see. Cade Otten is 13% rostered. Oh, he had 4 catches for 81 yards on 5 targets last week.
Hey-o.
That's a pretty good day for a tight end.
Yeah. Great matchup for him last week. Let's see. Dak or Goff or Danny. Oh, we need 2 of these 3 in Superflex.
It would be Dak and Jones for me. It's very close between Jones and Goff.
No one will be surprised that I would say Dak and Goff, but if it's 4 points per pass touchdown, then I would agree with Jacob and say Dak and Danny Dimes.
Okay, let's see what we got here. I have Rome and Drake London. Okay, we're on first name basis with them. Double flex start 2. Keenan Allen, Tedero, McMillan, Xavier, where they are. We have to sit one of those. So who are the 2 or 3 that we're starting?
I would have to sit Worthy.
Wow. I think it's Keenan Allen for me, but yeah, that's tough.
I would also sit Worthy. Michael Carter or Kendry Miller?
I'm surprised that you guys are out on Worthy.
Oh, not out on Worthy.
Okay.
Just in on those other 2.
Yeah.
In on all 3.
I'm lower than consensus on Worthy, but I still have him several spots ahead of Keenan Allen.
Did you not give Keenan Allen a boost with Quentin being out?
I don't think it affects him a ton. I think he'll probably be on the field a little bit more now, which is great. Yeah. But I already had him pretty high. So
I'm not going to argue against. I'm not going to say you're wrong or anything like that. I mean, you have good options there for sure. Now the other question, not so much Michael Carter or Kendry Miller.
I'll go Kendry Miller.
And where are you at on Worthy? I just want to go back to that because I'm wondering if I'm way below. I've got him 18th.
I have him at 14.
Okay.
And I have Keenan at 18.
How about that? Yeah. Oh man, what a rough. Oh, Justin Fields. How many sacks is that? It's at least 7 sacks.
Gosh.
Charbonnet. Oh, sorry. Charbonnet or Jalen Warren?
Warren.
Yeah, I have Warren 1 spot ahead.
Kendrick Bourne or Matthew Golden? Half PPR.
I think it's Bourne. It's close. Yeah.
Is that a late game, Golden?
Yes.
So that would be determined entirely by Juwan Jennings. If Jennings is active, I'll go Golden. If Jennings is not, definitely Bourne.
I might be lying. No, it is a late game. Yeah, it's a late game. Okay. Yeah, I just wonder. I'm hopeful that they take the bye week to get Golden more involved. Yeah, I haven't heard any buzz about that. I mean, they're probably pretty happy with their offense, but it is Cincinnati as well.
They just may not have to throw that much is a problem.
Yeah. Dak or Caleb Williams and J-Mo or Charbonnet?
I would go Charbonnet and Caleb.
Yep.
Is this from O and F, by the way?
No, I don't think so. I think it's not ONF.
Okay. Is today really Canadian Thanksgiving? I don't know. Jacob, Jacob, you give off Canadian vibes.
All right.
I don't really know why, but I feel like you could be from Canada.
We literally went to the same high school.
Did you really?
Yes.
I had no idea. By the way, I had more of the Joe's barbecue this weekend. It was amazing.
I wish I could find the original Jacob to Heath email. When I think he was writing, was like a guest spot for Number Fire at first?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was a very long email.
I don't think the email was that long. The article was about 7,000 words. And I said, it's excellent work. And he could probably say the same thing in half as many words.
Canadian Thanksgiving is tomorrow. DJ Moore, Matthew Golden, Calvin Ridley start one.
DJ Moore.
Good.
Ridley, DJ Moore. I'll say Golden. I would start Ridley. Let's give Ridley another try.
I just want that game environment. I've been surprised that Moore is low. He's 32 in consensus rankings. I have him 2 spots ahead of Ridley at 25. And to me, they're similar roles, and I just want that shootout potential.
I think that, there's probably a 6% difference in their target share this year, isn't there?
Yeah,
Ridley,
but the
20
targets are just so much better, I feel like. Although last week they were good from Cam Ward, but yeah, I just have a lot of concerns about that offense.
That's fair.
Oh, I think that's quite fair. All right. Sorry, watching this stupid game.
Why?
Bam Knight or Kendry Miller?
I think it's Kendry Miller for me.
It would be Bam for me, but
okay. Hunter Henry or Darren Waller?
Henry.
Yeah, it's Henry. I love what I've seen from Waller. I do not like the matchup this week.
Jacob Gibbs, the GOAT. Start
Ooh.
one flex and one wide receiver, Chase Brown or Jalen Warren, and then Trey Tucker or T. Higgins.
These are tough. I have
Chase and Tucker for me.
Okay. I have T. Higgins just barely ahead of Tucker. Who was it, Chase or Warren?
Jalen Warren, yeah.
And I have Warren just barely ahead of Chase Brown. Sorry.
Very tough. Very tough. You could call these uncharted prospects, if you would. Dowdle or Judkins?
Judkins.
Okay. I would go with Dowdle. We're just barely disagreeing.
Adam, would you start helping these people?
I'm going with Dowdle.
Thank you.
Both are very good options. I'm going to go with Rico Dowdle. Kraft or Waller?
Kraft.
Agreed.
There we go.
Montgomery or Chase Brown? Half
Montgomery.
Half PPR. I need to pull that up because they are right in the same neighborhood. And
I kind of feel like Montgomery might just run all over the Chiefs.
Really?
I've got Montgomery. I feel like the Lions might beat the Chiefs by 3 scores.
They've been really easy to run on up the middle, which is, I think, the clear weakness of the defense.
Start Pacheco or Tootin?
Oh, gosh. I have Pacheco ahead of Tootin.
Can we light a candle for this final Garrett Wilson drive?
No.
I'll go Pacheco.
All right, let's see. I don't know why I'm always so far behind everyone. So the Jets have the ball, 2:23 left at their own 43-yard line, down by 2 points.
They are trying to get 20 yards and kick a 60-yard field goal.
Will they win? Will they win? Can we get a poll? Can we get a YouTube poll up? Will the Jets win? It's only going to be active for a little bit, but I'm going to say they lose. I'm going to say they do not win this game. Javonte Williams or Devon Achane?
This is so tough. I have Achane, but I could not make up my mind on that this morning.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think I have Javonte just barely ahead.
All right, I'm going to go Achane.
Well, this is a format one for me. I'm hoping the Achane catches come back. In PPR, I'd take Achane. Everything else, I would take Javonte.
That was one of the best plays the Jets have run all game. They fumbled the snap, and Breece Hall picked it up and ran for 8 yards. Dylan Gabriel or Jacoby Brissett?
Gosh, please help.
Yeah, I go Gabriel.
Me too.
They are not in my top 24. I have Brissett higher, but
on this subject, where do you guys have Marvin Harrison Jr. now?
26.
I ended up surprisingly high on Marv. Yeah, I have him at 17. I have him ahead of the Chargers guys, which might be way off.
Oh, wow. Interesting. Why?
I listened to the beginning of the 8:30 9:30 stream, Adam, and I thought you made a really good point that like Jacoby Brissett is fantasy poison.
Oof.
Other than the stint in Cleveland.
Yeah.
He really has been. I mean, I remember doing all the research in that year, and he just never been good for wide receivers, basically. Maybe one, but it had just been so bad. And then that was the Amari Cooper shock year. Like, holy cow, how did he have such a good year?
And Dave made a really good Twitter thread with like Jacoby Brissett and where he throws the ball, and it's like 55% of his passes go to running backs or tight ends, which is also what the Cardinals have done this year.
Yeah,
Right.
interesting.
Yeah, those are good points. I'll move him down behind the Chargers guys. I think that makes sense. I think it's mostly just like buying the kind of vibes and the narratives that the teams are kind of giving out. It just feels like we're gonna see a lot go to Marvin Harrison Jr. But we'll see.
We don't get those 12 yards for Breece Hall.
Why?
It's a fumble recovery.
So it's not like rushing yards.
It's not rushing yards.
Gosh.
That's so funny. Hollywood Brown or Michael Carter, half PPR?
I'm half PPR. That's really rough.
I love the fact that Jacob was like, it was as if he was doing some mental calculations about what the difference between Michael Carter is going to be in half and full PPR. We literally
have no idea.
No, I'd say Hollywood, but
I'm fine with Hollywood too. I thought he looked really good last game. Like first time I thought that in a while.
Jalen Warren or Jawan Jennings?
I think it's safer to go Warren.
It's definitely feels safer, yeah. If we knew Juwan was healthy and locked in, he'd be like in this range where the Chargers receivers are for me. That's how high I am on like the upside there.
Okay, pick 2 of 3. Rashad White, Rico Dowdle, Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt.
I would sit Bill.
Me too. Unless you just really need to swing for upside. I guess you could put him ahead of White, but I would take the other two.
Not that it made such a big difference last game, but Chris Rodriguez is questionable with a calf injury. He hasn't practiced. I mean, I don't know. For him to not practice all week, I don't think he practiced all week. Yeah, he was a DNP all week, Chris Rodriguez, so maybe a bigger boost. But I think we're all going to agree there. Sit Bill out of those 3. Let's see. Oh, do we have you know what? Let's check YouTube. Let's see how we're doing.
Bill could easily be like the top freaking scorer in fantasy this week, though. Like if you need to swing for that upside, the Bears have been awful. The Bears are allowing the most adjusted yards before contact to running backs, and they have the highest missed tackle rate against running backs. So it's just like, yeah, running backs are averaging over 6 yards per rush.
68% of the respondents, now 67%, said no, the Jets will not win. We've got to talk about likes here. We're doing okay. 1,480 people watching on YouTube, 437 likes. So we're doing okay. I'll accept it. Love or Dak given the weather? Oh, should have listened to Jacob and gone Dart over Bryce Young. I think I probably said Bryce Young. Sorry about that.
Love.
That's really tough. I do have Dak higher. I don't think there's any way of feeling confident. Like either one of them could have like 4 touchdowns, or it could be just a really weird, gross game where they run a ton. Like both those offenses could be that way. I would go with Dak.
Jawan Jennings or Michael Carter?
You got to settle the tie.
Oh, Dak.
Okay.
Well, I'm not going against Jacob this week. I mean, I already got called out, just going against him last week with the quarterback question.
Let's go with Juwan.
Make it 8 sacks.
I'll go with Juwan also.
Bryce Young or Spencer Rattler? It's got to be Young.
I like Rattler.
Yeah. Oh, really? Weather?
I don't like him, but I don't like Bryce Young.
I actually kind of have liked him. I think he's played pretty well.
Me too.
I have Bryce ahead of him.
Come on, man. Bryce Young against the Cowboys.
And there's Garrett Wilson adding 1.7 fantasy points to his total.
Oh, did he?
In full PPR.
Yeah, there he is. There's the catch. Is that Surtain on him? No, it was not. Matthew Golden or Bam Knight?
I have no idea.
Why are you all asking about Arizona? We don't know. No, I'm just kidding. Here's the thing, right? So Bam Knight is starting. it doesn't mean he's going to even get more work than Michael Carter. And it doesn't even mean he's going to start. I mean, like, we don't know. I've seen inaccurate reports like this.
Yeah.
Last week, though, I can't remember what the reports were. There was a Schefter one and there was a Rappaport one. I remember having this conversation. Sometimes he's got whatever they were. They absolutely nailed them. Oh, I think it was Michael Carter. It was Michael Carter. That was one of the two had that. And was there another backup running back situation? I can't remember, but whatever it was, they nailed it. It was like a playing time depth chart kind of thing, and they were right on. So all he said was that Bam Knight was going to start. We didn't see anything about a split. So that's my little spiel here. Garrett Wilson with another catch. Oh, incomplete.
Let's just go with Golden. Who knows what's going to happen with Arizona? And the Packers are projected by Vegas to score like 30 points. So you definitely have a ton of upside there. But there is a real chance that they get ahead and just run the crap out of the ball and pass 18 times. So
yeah, I would go with Bam, but I understand that reasoning.
Oh,
good luck.
Is going to affect Marvin Harrison. I don't know if this is unfortunate here. Colts cornerback Charvarius Ward suffered a concussion during pregame warmups, and he is inactive.
Yikes!
Wow, that's a bummer. That's from Adam
too bad.
Schefter. We love Beyond the Box Score. Yes, we do. Need 2 in tight end premium. Pickens, Odunze, Drake, London.
Wow.
Wait, sorry, that's not tight end premium. That's Tet.
Oh, what a team!
Yeah, so we need 2 of those 4.
It would be Rome and London for me.
Rome and London for me.
That would be a really great vacation.
4 of my top 11 receivers this week. Wow.
Really, no love for the vacation joke. Chase Brown or Tony Pollard, Rome and London. They're
It was good. It was good.
Thank you. Chase Brown or Tony Pollard.
Pollard.
Yeah.
I'll go Pollard. We are back on the same page.
Let's go.
Did this game just end, by the way?
Hopefully.
They miss a field goal?
They went for it on 4th and 8, and they got sacked. Jeez, man. This is so Justin Fields. I mean, the experience of Justin Fields is the roller coaster.
45 yards.
It is a complete roller coaster, and I don't want to defend Justin Fields in the way he played today, but they also are not a serious offense. Like, they have no wide receivers besides Garrett Wilson, and they can't block, and they would rather just run the ball 84 times.
Guess where the Jets were in offensive success rate going into this game, ranked in the league?
Oh, I bet pretty high, actually. 8th.
8th is exactly right.
Whoa. Yeah, I mean, look, this is when you've got your last 3 games. The matchups couldn't be any more different, right? You've got Dolphins, Cowboys, and then you turn around and play the Broncos. So I think you can just say that they're probably somewhere in between what we've seen the last few weeks.
Well, they get the Panthers next week.
Yeah, it should be good.
We're going to start Justin Fields.
We sure are. Okay. Oh, sorry. Did I answer this? Chase Brown, Zay Flowers, DK Metcalf, PPR.
Metcalf.
Yeah, it's DK for me. I'm just trying to ignore the matchup, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, look, Zay Flowers is banged. Zay Flowers would probably be my answer if not for Cooper Rush's bad weather and his shoulder injury. PPR pick 2, Myers, Jalen Warren, Kendrick Bourne.
I'd sit Bourne I'd sit Bourne.
I think so too.
Adam, can we do a quick game? You always get to do games.
Yeah.
And so I'd like for you to name all of the players who just scored double-digit PPR fantasy points in the game we just watched.
Bo Nix.
He had 14. Evan Ingram had 9.
Not Mason Taylor. He had 1 target and 2 yards.
That's it. No one else did.
There is a tight end.
Oh, the guy who caught the touchdown. I forget.
Nate Adkins.
Okay. That's it, right?
I don't believe we had any Jets reach 10 PPR fantasy points.
Do we have any Jets reach 7 PPR fantasy points? What did Brees Hall?
We did not.
ridiculous. This Garrett Wilson versus Surtain and Sutton versus Gardner, it could not have been worse for fantasy. Could not have been worse. Horrible. All right. Thank you for hitting like. Appreciate that. Start 2.5 PPR. Knight, Chase Brown, Kendrick Bourne.
I would sit Knight.
I would sit Bourne. Adam?
I would sit Bourne. Full PPR, I think I'd sit Knight. Half PPR, I'd sit Bourne. Let's take a look at the matchup here for Chase Brown. So it is a horrible matchup. The Packers allow 3.7 yards per carry and the 8th fewest receiving yards to running backs. Flacco's going to throw to him a lot, though.
Yes.
You have terrible options, Nick. Welcome to week 6. Justin Herbert or Jared Goff?
Herbert.
Yeah, I don't feel good about it. He keeps moving down. Where did you end up with him?
He's top 10 for me.
Okay, I think he is barely for me.
Pick one in Superflex. Yeah. Geno, Flacco, or Gabriel?
Would be Geno for me.
Yeah.
Travion Henderson, Rambo? Is that Ramondre?
Gotta be Ramondre.
Rambo? Keon Coleman or Jawan Jennings? We need one.
Rambo, if you want to be safe. If you want to swing for the fences, I would go with Jawan.
Yeah, I think it's probably Rambo.
Do people call him that? Do I
No.
not know this? Okay.
Shouldn't it be Rombo?
Yeah. Roomba?
No.
Golden, Brian Thomas Jr., Marvin Harrison Jr.
Harrison.
Yeah.
It's going to be a week for Brian Thomas Jr. But I'm definitely not starting him over Marvin Harrison Jr. You got 3 defensive backs out for Seattle. And they're going West Coast.
They've been missing defensive backs most of the season, though, haven't they?
Yeah, this is the worst situation, though, because both their starting corners are out and Julian Love. And West Coast, West Coast to East Coast, 1 o'clock. I don't know if that matters at all, but it ain't good. Plus, they probably were up super late watching the Mariners game and still feeling that. Start Ertz, Tongas, or Fannin in PPR.
Be Tongas for me.
It would be Ertz for me. It's very close with those two.
And cousin Ernest decided to put this in Espanol. Necesito uno. Hunter Henry, Charbonnet. Oh, boy. That's good. What do you guys think here?
I don't like it. I think I would start Charbonnet and just hope that he gets a touchdown. That could definitely be a shootout. I don't like it.
Is this pay?
I would go Henry, but
yeah. You could just say no say, and that's fine.
It's move them all.
Kareem Hunt or Bam Knight?
It's Kareem for me.
It's Bam for me. Adam?
I'll take a chance on Bam. Tongas or Bam Knight, PPR?
Sure, start Bam Knight. All you guys start Bam Knight. Good luck.
Wouldn't Bam be a great nickname for Kareem Hunt at this stage of his career? It's just kind of what he does.
That is what he does.
You're agreeing there, Bam, Heath?
Yeah, Bam.
Hunt or Haskins? That was we didn't mention this. Oh, no, we did mention it.
You mentioned it. Yeah, I do Haskins.
Yeah, NFL Network said Haskins expected to be the lead back for the Chargers, with Kamani Vidal expected to get some action as well. I don't know what to make of that. I was on Vidal over Haskins all week, but I don't see how I could be now.
And this is another part of my thinking that could prove wrong. They've not seen very much of Haskins or Vidal in games this year. So it seems more likely that they could make a switch to Vidal because, he's just a lot better. Whereas they just saw so much Michael Carter. It seems less like they'd go back to him, but I don't know that.
It is Vidal. Just
Vidal.
Yeah. Olave or Bourne?
Olave.
Help a girl out. Non-PPR. Jalen Warren, Trey Tucker, Gainwell, or Kendrick Bourne?
Warren?
Yeah, it's probably Warren. I mean, it's definitely Warren in my projections. it's just, man, if you're not, I don't know if there's any upside at all there. And if you're not getting points for his catches, I think if I was shooting for upside, I'd play Tucker.
That's fair.
I don't understand this one. Are we getting married or what? No, I weren't. No. 2 tight ends. Pick 2. Sorry, tight end or flex. Kincaid, Dobbs, Thornton, Barner.
I would go Kincaid and Dobbs.
Yeah, that's what I would do. And I'd probably drop one of those other guys to find somebody to play if Kincaid's out.
Yeah. 0-17 Jets. I don't think so, but.
Man, I tell you what, they certainly don't need Breece Hall, so they should send him to the Chiefs.
That was one of the names that was floated around. NFL Network was saying teams are inquiring about Breece Hall. Think about that. It's too late to pick up Isaiah Davis, unfortunately. I don't even know who they're going to pick. I don't think there's really a quarterback that's the number one overall player. They're going to end up with Reuben Bain. Okay, Gainwell, Rambo, Bam Knight, or Haskins?
Rambo.
Yep.
I kind of like this. Rambo. We haven't figured it out. Also, Dave and I are trying to figure out a term for something.
Oh.
Maybe you guys can help. But Pollard, Stevenson, or Jalen Warren? Half PPR, pick one.
Pollard.
Yep.
We were talking about one thing that we like to see from wide receivers are a lot of short area targets, but also deep balls. Emeka Egbuka is getting both of those. So I was thinking, actually, I think we came up with the term. We did come up with the term. We just need to figure out how to define it. Layups and long balls. So long balls, we're using 20 air yards or more. Layups, we don't know if these are just screens, 5 air yards or less, 3 air yards or less. Jacob, maybe you have some perspective on that. What would you consider a layup for a receiver?
Yeah, so like maybe a design target or catchable first read target, something like that with first read stuff over at Fantasy Points data. So yeah, screens. I guess you would say slants, depending on if it was the first read. That's normally the first read.
Okay.
I think you pretty much hit it.
Yeah, maybe we'll come up with a list.
Maybe you could do like under 5 yards that were not checkdowns. Does that make sense?
Well, yeah, but the checkdowns to me are fine too, as long as they're easy catches.
Sometimes, yeah.
All right, Brian Thomas Jr. or Teteroa McMillan, PPR.
Set.
Yeah.
Pittman or Jennings?
Pittman.
Yeah. I think I'm a little lower than everyone else on him with Alec Pierce back there. He hasn't dominated the targets quite like I would like. And with Brissett starting, there is a chance they throw 25 passes.
But
Brissett's starting for Arizona. The Colts are playing them.
Okay, I see what you're saying there. Kendrick Bourne or Bam Knight?
Bourne. Full PPR.
Bourne could be absolutely horrible with Jennings back, but Bam could be horrible too.
Yep.
It's true.
Yeah, good luck.
That's what most people are choosing between at least 2 terrible players.
Yeah, what's going on? There's only 2 teams on bye this week. It shouldn't be this bad. Best game was Hyde Adams' wallet. Yeah, that was a fun game. I still have that wallet, and it is still enormous. Drake May or Baker Mayfield this week?
It's Drake May for me.
It's Baker for me.
Pick 2 in PPR: White, Rico, or Bill. I feel like
we did this one. Bill's the odd man out unless you really need to swing for upside.
Do you guys, when you go into a store, do you leave your wallet in the car or do you take it with you?
Why would I leave my wallet in the car when I go into the store?
Yeah, because you can pay with your phone. You can just bring the card. You don't need to bring
I don't pay with
wallet.
my phone.
Well, it is 2025, Heath. You could pay for your phone.
No.
I
I like to use cash and give exact change.
Shit. No, you don't.
No.
That's not true.
No.
I forgot my ATM pin last time I went because I never use cash. Daniels and Stafford. Oh, sorry.
My 16-year-old, I think, has reset his ATM pin 4 times already. Stafford for me.
Really? Yeah, Jaden, I didn't even think this was close. Are you down on Jaden or are you really high on Stafford?
I didn't think Jaden looked fully healthy last week.
I completely agree.
And he doesn't have Terry or Noah Brown, and Debo's questionable.
They're still implied for 40 or 27 points.
Yeah.
Interesting. No, this one wouldn't have even been on my radar.
And also, I have Stafford top 5.
Wow.
So,
yeah, the guys love Stafford this week. You know,
I mean, he could get there. It just depends on where the touchdowns going to come from him or not. Because I think in the second half they're not going to be throwing.
Right, that's my concern too. Plus, the Ravens are getting 2 defensive backs back today, Kyle Hamilton and Marlon Humphrey. They're 2 best defensive backs. I still think it'll be a pretty one-sided game. And he got some weather issues. Daniels, I thought when I was watching the game, I thought Daniels looked good, but then I started looking at his week 1 runs compared to his week 5 runs, and I definitely thought a little less explosive. But that doesn't mean he won't be back to himself this week. Pollard, Stevenson, or Jalen Warren, half PPR. Pick one.
Pollard.
Yep.
So are you guys not concerned about Pollard? Because I'm very concerned about him. I mean, I feel like I would have to start him here, but I am. They average 18 running back carries a game. That's on the low side. They had exactly that between the 2 guys last week, Pollard and Spears, and it was 14-4. If it's 12-6, it's not enough. So Pollard is someone I'm reluctantly starting.
Seems like, and this I don't have the data for this, so Jacob might rebut it, and I'll just agree with him. But it seems like Cam Ward is getting a little bit more comfortable with dumping the ball off, so that he doesn't be killed by the pass rush. And the Raiders haven't had a good pass rush all year. So, and this line keeps moving towards Tennessee.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with all that. I think it's pretty easily Pollard. I don't have the numbers on the checkdowns, but I do think that has to happen for quarterbacks like Cam Ward. Even the most bold, have to learn how to play that way, take the small gains. And it makes sense that he would be trending that way.
Question for you guys. You're drafting a quarterback right now. You have the number 1 pick in the draft, not fantasy. Cam Ward or Jackson Dart?
Ward.
Now fantasy, dynasty. Cam Ward or Jackson Dart?
Yeah, it's really close. Let's go. Yeah.
I still go Ward.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Dart.
Yeah, I did not realize how good of an athlete Dart was. I mean, 50 or more rushing yards in 3 straight games. I knew he could run.
Has he been fined yet?
For what?
The
5?
No. The sideline helmet dart.
That was insane.
Where he just jumped headfirst into someone's face mask going out of bounds.
No, I don't think so. But he and Scadaboo are just insane.
I'm a little concerned that Jackson Dart and Brian Dable both think that he is built like Josh Allen.
Yeah, I mean, I'm concerned about Allen being Josh Allen. So yeah, when Jackson Dart does it, I don't believe this for 1 second, Senor Football. I'm not going to wish you a happy birthday because I think you're just using this to get on the show, but it worked. Congratulations. Genty, Bill, Judkins, or Worthy, non-PPR.
Feliz cumpleaños?
I would go
right?
with Genty.
Yes.
I would go with Judkins.
Huh.
The injury stuff.
Genty.
Sorry.
Genty.
Yeah. Nice. The injury stuff on Dart is kind of the reason I had such a heart, that was breaking my brain for a second. Is I think it's most likely that in 2 or 3 years, Ward is more valuable, but I think it's more likely that this year Dart's going to be more valuable and his perceived value will only keep going up. Where at the end of the year, you might be able to sell him for a lot more than you can Ward.
Giants are
I think right now you can probably sell him for a lot.
We're so reactive. We're so reactive. Scadaboo was up to running back 16 or something like that after that game. And
it's just like Cam Ward refuses to run. I know he can do it, but he refuses to do it. And Dart runs for 50 yards every game. It's insane. Justin Herbert or Caleb Williams?
Caleb.
Yep.
Knight or Carter? Full PPR.
It is Carter for me. Knight is just so hard. He's had 1 game ever above 50% snap rate. He's only had a handful of games where he had more than 12 touches. Whereas we've seen Michael Carter be a professional starting running back.
That's
just
true. I'm going with Knight.
That's where I'm at on it.
It's a great point. Okay. So there was a 1 yard. They both had 1 yard touchdown runs. On the 1-yard touchdown run that Knight had, there is no chance Michael Carter scores on that. It was actually a pretty impressive run. He just kept moving. He kept his legs moving. Michael Carter is just too small. He is just not physically capable. But he is capable of catching balls. We know that.
I mean, he's like the same size as a lot of running backs that are fine. And I feel like
I don't know. Like, I watched him and he can't break a tackle. When he gets hit by a defensive lineman, he disappears. That is a nice chair that Heath has. That looks very comfortable and orthopedic, I would say. Cowboys, DST, Chargers, or Bucks? I'm going Chargers. Heath writes checks at the grocery store. PPR, Warren, JMO, or Judy?
It would be boring for me.
I have written a check at the grocery store in my life, which is probably more than most people.
I've never done that. Yeah.
Born.
You know what? I'm gonna make a bold call here. Jamison Williams, best game of the season. Big game for JMO.
He's gonna score 13 fantasy points.
Yeah. He's gonna score more than Breece Hall, Garrett Wilson, and Justin Fields combined.
Throw Cortland Sutton in there.
Okay. Cooper Kupp or Kendrick Bourne, PPR?
Bourne for me.
Kupp for me. When Sam Darnold throws 30 passes, 9 targets for
I'm
Cooper
going Kupp also. I'm gonna, we have to read this, right? I mean, he doesn't have a birthday, this poor guy.
That's sad.
Bourne or Shaheed?
Shaheed.
Yeah.
What does this mean? Answer to remove
Litter?
Leader from the chat. To remove later from the chat. Maybe that was supposed to be Kamara, Jennings, or drop Kupp and grab Bourne on waivers. Oh. Kamara. Screw it. I'd go Jennings. Remember, this team throws more than any team in football, but I think right up there.
Yep.
Would you drop Daniel Jones, I'm guessing, for May or Love?
I would drop him for May.
Or Love. I'd rather start Love this week. But
okay. Cam Ward or Mac Jones?
Mac.
Yep.
Laporta or Derrick Henry? Hunter Henry. Laporta or Hunter Henry?
Laporta.
Me too.
What if that were Derrick Henry?
Then him.
Yeah.
I have a woodpecker right by my window here, pecking on my siding. Yeah, jerk. I already did that one. Higgins or JMO?
Good luck. It's T. Higgins for me.
I think I'd probably go T. Higgins. Full PPR, I go T. Higgins.
Okay. Help, I started Mason Taylor.
Same.
Half point per first down. Pick 2 flex. Henderson, Higgins, Io Manor, and Pollard.
Pollard. And Henderson for me.
Yeah, that's fine. I was thinking like maybe if you want more upside, you go with like Higgins and Henderson or something like that. But I'm fine with those 2 running backs.
Love or Mayfield?
Mayfield.
Yeah, I've got Baker.
Are those hot dogs? What are those?
Sushi, maybe?
I don't know. Oh, this is an unfortunate. T. Higgins or Chase Brown?
Chase Brown.
Be Brown for me. And it sounds like a very similar experience to that lineup choice.
And the face in the avatar is perfect.
Yeah,
Rambo or Krupp?
Rambo.
Yep.
Krupp, if that was a Captain Underpants reference, then nicely worked. Nicely done. Fannin or Carter, PPR?
Fannin.
I think I said Carter to the same question earlier. I don't know.
Okay, my bad. Did you know that when Darnold throws over 30 times, Kupp has 9 targets, PPR? Sit 1, Worthy, McBride, or McMillan? McBride.
I would sit Worthy.
Yeah, I would say McBride too. That sucks. I mean, it doesn't suck. That's good options you've got there, but that's tough.
That's the one position I think Jacoby Brissett will throw to.
Lads, please pick 2. Teteroa McMillan, London, and Debo.
That's easy.
I have
You gotta
T-Mac
say-
the lowest of this group, but if you want to just like avoid the Debo thing, if you're worried that he might not play, then yeah, just easy start the other 2.
And that's why I said it was easy. I agree with Jacob. If Debo was playing at 1 o'clock and active, it would be Debo, but there's no reason to take that chance when you have 2 great options.
Oh, thank you. This is a much better hoodie than the one from Dan's, first grade closet. Bourne, Bond, Jennings, pick 2.
Do you guys have any thoughts for Debo people like we talked about with Kincaid and Dawson Knox? Is there somebody that you would pick up? Is it McCaffrey? Is it Jalen Lane? It would be Jalen Lane for me. I think he can do more. I think he can do more of the catch and run stuff.
I picked up McCaffrey in a couple of leagues. I think it's a dart throw on either one. But yes, I understand what you're saying. I think what McCaffrey's done has been more productive.
Yeah.
But Lane's role without Debo could be bigger.
I would go with Lane because I think he can play that slot role, and like you're just facing the Bears, so it's like they could just miss tackles and he could give you a big play at any point.
I also think if Debo's out, Bill might have 25 carries.
Yeah.
I would play both 49ers wide receivers in this.
I would too.
And just, you're probably going to get one good game from one of those guys. And we're going to end lineups of locks. So we're going to end with this very difficult question. Would Adam rather have a Giants Super Bowl or be the best tennis player out of anyone he knows?
You've already had a Giants Super Bowl. You've never been the best at any sport of everyone you know.
That's true. But if I become the best at tennis, does that mean the Giants are never going to win the Super Bowl again? Because if that's the case, I'd rather have the possibility of the Giants winning.
How long do you get to be the best tennis player you know?
Another 20 years.
Oh, well then you could become a professional.
Yeah.
Because you keep moving up in competition based on how good you are, and you're going to beat everyone because you're going to know them.
It's a good point.
20 years, you could become the best tennis player of all time.
Yep.
I'm going to destroy Dan next year. I'm so convinced. All right. Thanks for watching and listening, everybody. We will see you at about 7:30 p.m. Eastern with a recap of the 1 o'clock games where Bam Knight is going to be RB3. Kamani Vidal is going to be RB4. We'll see what other wackiness happens. And thanks so much. And good luck in week 6. See ya.